everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL.
Larry, it was 1 year ago today on Christmas Eve. These fans thought they'd seen the final Raiders home game in Oakland. They got a reprieve, but that day might be here again. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Oakland Raiders. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
And Andrew Luck's skill set is absolutely fantastic. There's not anything that he can't do as a quarterback on the field. But I also think that he absorbed a little bit by osmosis some of that great bloodline. His father, formerly a quarterback in the NFL as well.
Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again they run, again it's Gore. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Gore. Gore hit. He lost the football. And now the rookie's free. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Play fake to Gore. It's Luck. Deep drop. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So on now is the 11-year man, John Ryan, to punt it away. return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will get it at their 20-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. From the gun, it's Carr. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
It's a loss of 2 there.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team, and that's exactly what we just saw.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Stiff-armed him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw his Carr. And that's complete to Walford. 13 yards that time and a first.
Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these two, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, that's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that 2nd year. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And this seemingly endless drive continues. they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, the Raiders will turn it over to the left foot of Sebastian Janikowski. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 2nd down, 8. They come out here in the eye. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Indy. 59 yards. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
Now it's Gore. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
His pass caught at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The first time All-Pro in 2015. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Frank Gore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts able to get this back with it, a touchdown.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A big play there for the Raiders. 35 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And they'll run it here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They come out here in the eye. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And they'll go on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. One of the tight ends comes in motion. So now it's 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
Fresh set of downs here. Luck on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
False start, offense.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Luck now on second down. And this is Randall here over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on third down, Luck. He hits his target, left side, Watson. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's John Ryan now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
All right, here we go.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they get it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. They come out here in the eye. Now they try the right side here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5.
We ready? Wide and yay. Wide and
Play action. Now it's Carr. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half.
The Raiders will look to keep the pressure on in the second half. The Cultures are coming off a bad game, and they haven't been able to get out of that funk here today. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights.
Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, so much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure in the offensive side, they said, well, there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's complete to Walford. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Hey, we're gonna rally. Rally. Check the crowd. We ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Carr going to give to Olawale. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throw left side to the tight end Walford. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what they play man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Boy, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goalpost.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball.
That.
There you go.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Time to establish the run game. It's Gore. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. The 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Frank Gore, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now Carr. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The 5-time Pro Bowler, Robert Mathis, with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now a first down throw. Luck. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Mario Edwards. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's John Ryan now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at the 33. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take possession. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And the confidence from last week carrying over to this week.
2 weeks in a row. And I have to admit, last week, I thought they were going to really struggle running the football. I thought that they had a real challenge on their hands, and they more than met it and created big-time openings that he just absolutely hurdled through. And they figured, why not? Let's carry it forward this week. Again, the same thing. All the blocking schemes are there. I think they've really done a great job. That B gap between the guard and the tackle has been there all game for them, and they continue to exploit it.
He's just going downhill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. Open man is Holmes. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Luck on first down. They go with a screen to Gore. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. 4 yards remaining now on second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
It's caught by Randall. That throw good for only a couple and brings up third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
This is taken around the 12. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. He won't go down. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Caught left side to Crabtree. A good pickup there, a 22.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And quick. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Locke. And Watson has it right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the 50, it's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. He's going to let it fly. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's John Ryan now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line.